please help me welcome the Prime Minister.
Mark Carney knows he needs the support of First Nations to build major projects.
This is the first federal legislation to put Indigenous economic growth at its core.
But his new law, fast-tracking resource and infrastructure approvals, is facing heavy criticism, including worries projects will be forced on First Nations.
We fully recognize there's many diverse perspectives, which is exactly why we've assembled this group.
Young activists traveled hundreds of kilometers to confront the Prime Minister.
I need you guys to just go back there, and then you can do whatever you want there.
Let us in.
Concerned the federal government will bulldoze their rights and the environment.
You guys took our land and you stole it. Now you want to put mining sites where our last land is.
I'm walking out. I mean, this whole thing has just been a complete disaster.
Some left the summit early.
They want to do billion-dollar projects, sidestepping all type of regulations. They can't even get a two-day event done properly. Leaves a lot to question at the end of the day.
He took the time out to meet with all the chiefs. It's got to be it's a tough crowd.
But Carney's plan also has supporters.
Ever the optimist, that's what I look at it, how it's going to benefit First Nations.
Video shared with CBC News from inside the meeting shows Carney trying to repair broken trust.
And I have been listening, and my colleagues listening very carefully to all the comments. But what we're talking about principally today is how are we going to build together?
Carney's Indigenous Services Minister suggesting fears are overblown.
The likelihood of these projects advancing or being completed without Indigenous people at the table, we heard the Prime Minister in this session, it is, I want to say almost, but to me sounded like zero.
This is the first of 3 summits Carney is holding with Indigenous people over major projects. He meets with Inuit next week and Métis leaders later this summer.
So, Olivia, how does Carney address these ongoing concerns?
Well, the Assembly of First Nations is asking for another summit just with chiefs another year from now. Carney didn't make that commitment, but he says the government will create an Indigenous Advisory Council to help guide decisions over these major projects, double the Indigenous Loan Guarantee Program to get communities involved, and set aside $40 million for what the government calls Indigenous participation.
Thanks, Olivia. That's Olivia Stefanovic in Ottawa.